bit of a background. I started Beachbody when I was in pharmacy school, so that was like 3.5 years ago. And I really started as a challenger. I got a random friend request from a mutual friend, and I was like, this is super weird. Why is she adding me? And of course, I accepted. And then I was instantly addicted to her page, and I was loving like all these motivational quotes she was putting up, and she was posting like workouts, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is exactly what I need, because I had just got into pharmacy school and I used to play volleyball. I played college volleyball for 3 years, and this was my second year of pharmacy school, and I had gained about like 15 pounds, and I was at the point where my pants weren't fitting, and I was at that point where I was like, I either need to make a change or I have to go buy a pair of bigger pants. And I was like, I do not want to buy a pair of bigger pants. Like, that's not happening. So I saw my coach post, well, my now coach post a transformation. It was from Insanity. I don't even know if it was one of her challengers. I think it was honestly from the Beachbody like blog or whatever. And as soon as I saw the before and afters, I was like, I need to look like that after picture. I look like the before. I want to look like the after. So I messaged her, and she got me in a challenge group. And it was right before Christmas, and I totally dove in. I was obsessed with the challenge group. I absolutely loved having the daily assignments. And like day 4, I messaged my coach, and I was like, hey, what is this coaching? Like, I love this. Like, I want to do whatever you do. So I was like the ideal customer challenger. Like, she was probably like, sweet. And so, yeah, that's where I started. And right after that challenge, I lost 12 pounds in like a month. I felt awesome. I was back to normal. Submitted my results in January, and I ended up winning not until like May. So I don't know if they like go through the thing slowly or whatever, but I won in May, and I was a college student. So that was like huge for me. I got this message that I won $500. I was like, hell yeah. Like, I'm so glad that I signed up to be a coach. So when you guys are messaging people, like, think of the things that can happen. Like, I had no idea that this stuff was going to happen by me joining this random challenge group. So that's kind of my before, where I started. And so I started coaching while I was in pharmacy school, which is not an easy program. And I'd coached for 2.5 years until I graduated just this past May. And people all the time tell me I have no time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did this while I was in pharmacy school, and it is not an easy program. But I just did, like Brooke does, the pockets of time, right? People are on their phones all the time. Like, why not make it a business, right? So I'll start diving into my slides, because I could honestly go on about my story forever. But I'll tell you a little bit about where I am now. Graduated in May, and I'm actually not even doing pharmacy at all right now. I'm just doing Beachbody full time, because I'm making more doing Beachbody than I would as a pharmacist. And I absolutely love what I do with Beachbody versus having to work for CVS, who you don't make enough money being a pharmacist. You should get paid way more than you do. So I absolutely love what I do, and I can't believe that I started where I started to where I am now. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Beachbody, or not Beachbody, Instagram. I'm going to share my screen here. All right, you can see it? See slides?
Yep.
Yep, okay, good. So when I started, I was primarily on Facebook. I didn't really dive into Instagram, but I really wish that I would have, because it's so easy to copy your posts from Facebook and Instagram. You can post the same content on both, but you're going to reach different people. So first off, make an Instagram. If you guys don't have one, just make it. Just freaking do it. I'm sure you've heard from other people, like, Instagram is good, and you're like, oh, it's good, but Facebook's good too. No, just do it at the same time, so you can build them both. And then once you get to that point on Facebook where you feel like, I don't have any more people, or you feel, I don't know, just weird about Facebook, then at least you have another platform that you've been building. And you can just learn as you go. I had no idea what I was doing with Instagram when I started, and it's only been like this year that I've really dove into Instagram and tried to figure it out more, and I really like it now. So I'm glad that I took the plunge and just decided to do both at the same time. So it's similar to Facebook. You still have to be super consistent. I encourage you to post at least 2 to 3 times a day. The nice thing about Instagram is, like, if you have like a photo shoot or something, you can always post old pictures. It doesn't have to be like what you're doing that day. Instagram loves really good photos. So if you just got married, or if you just had a kid, or if you had some family photos done, all of that stuff, you need to post all of those. Like every week you could post one of those pictures. And that's been huge for me because I just got married. So I share wedding pictures like all the time because people love seeing love. So people love seeing new babies. People love seeing your family in pictures. If you have a dog, go get a good camera, take a bunch of pictures of your dog, like all that good stuff you can share. So another thing with consistency, I like to tell my team is everyone wants to, well, not everyone, but most people want to make more money with this business, right? So consistency is how you're going to make more money. So if you kind of attach those two things, it's like, oh, I need to be consistent to make more money. And no, you're not just going to make money off of one post or whatever, but you have to be consistent so people start following you and seeing your stuff, seeing your journey. I cannot tell you how many people wait like a year or two to join me. Like, it takes time, but you have to be consistent. My coaches that fall off the wagon and disappear for a month or two, no wonder it's so hard to hit Success Club, because people don't know what you're doing. They think that you quit. They think that you're doing something else. So you have to be consistent. Also with Instagram, kind of find your vibe, and it's same thing with Facebook, right? You kind of post about the same things. So if you're a mom, post about your kids. If you have a dog, post about your dog. If you're married, post about, if you really love workouts, post about your workouts, post workout videos, like dive into workouts. If you're more into food and nutrition, post about your food and nutrition. And just find like 5 or 6 things that you're about and then consistently post about them. I know for me, I pretty much post the same stuff every single week, and it makes it easy, right? Like, I'm going to post me and my husband. I'm going to post probably 3 or 4 workout videos every single week. I'm going to post a picture of my dog every single week. Like, it's the same stuff, but you can see what's getting more likes, and then you can kind of go from there and see what you need to be posting to get more viewership. All right, so hashtags. I don't even think I used hashtags when I started, but you can use 30 hashtags on every photo, and I highly encourage that because that's how people are going to find you if they're searching. So some good hashtags are like weight loss, nutrition, meal plan, meal prep. Some not so good hashtags are like Beachbody Coach, Beachbody Health Bet, like, ones that Beachbody coaches are going to use. You want more like generic ones for like people that are on their fitness journey. Hashtag fitness journey, hashtag transformation Tuesday, all that stuff. And an easy way, if you're super busy, go in your note section on your phone and you can just type out 30. So for like my dog, I can have like 30. If I'm going to post a dog picture, I have these dog hashtags. If I'm going to post a workout video, I have these hashtags saved for a workout video. If I'm going to post me and my husband, I have these hashtags saved. So that's going to save you time because obviously you're not going to put those hashtags on Facebook. So that's really the only extra step that you have to take on Instagram. I'm going to answer questions after. I see the chat box, but I see it's red, but I'm going to answer them after. All right. For good quality. So I kind of mentioned this before, but Instagram is all about pictures. And that's why I love it, because I'm not the type of person to like write a whole book with my posts. Like, I don't know. Hats off to people who can write so much from their heart and like write these awesome posts on Facebook, but that's not really me. So Instagram is my jam because people get attracted to the photo, not what you write up. So if it's a really great photo, there's a better chance of them reading what you have to say. Make sure you have good lighting. If you want to take a selfie, go by a window, go outside. get that lighting right. Maybe invest in like a ring light. I know you can get some for your phone too now. I don't have it, but I've heard it's good as well. I try and take most of my pictures outside just because then the lighting's awesome, right? So yeah, people are drawn to these pictures. Oh, and another tip, if you do get dressed up, because I don't know if you guys are like me, but like I maybe get dressed up once a week. Like you're lucky if I have makeup on during the week. So if I get dressed up, I'm gonna like look all cute, and I'm gonna make sure I take like 20 minutes to put on a couple different shirts, go in a couple different spots, and take different selfies so that you have them for the week. And if you guys are busy, like this probably sounds kind of crazy, but it's really good to have those saved in your phone. And this like saved me during school because a lot of times I was studying and I'd wake up and I was just like throwing myself together like, oh my gosh, I have to go to pharmacy school and I'm drinking a Red Bull and like dying. And then I'm like, oh sweet, I have this picture saved. And then I would just go find a positive quote or like something, just put something up, you know, and that's an easy way to have pictures saved in your phone, and you can write something from your personal development book or like something easy. So those are easy posts to put up, because I know a lot of times my team's like, I don't know what to post. I'm like, go take a bunch of selfies. People want to see your face above anything else. People want to see your face. All right, so number 5. Transformations and your story is key. Instagram loves transformations. That's what I get the most likes on. That's what I get the most engagement on. That's the best way for me to find challengers, is when I post transformation pictures. And I know one of my coaches was in the Josh Coates training group, and she was telling me some of the stuff that he was saying. And this is what he was saying: post your transformation every single Tuesday. If you have a good transformation, share it. And it doesn't, I mean, if you've only lost 5 pounds, still share it, because you can share like mentally, or say you used to like drink a lot and now you hardly ever drink and you just feel really good now. Like share whatever your story is. I lost like 25 pounds from like college to now, so that's what I share about all the time. And I attract a ton of people that need to lose 15 pounds. Like that's most of my challengers need to lose 15 pounds because that's my story, and they're attracted to it. They probably see my exactly how I felt, right? They see my before and they're like, that's how I feel now. I want to look like her after. So post your transformations every single Tuesday, even Throwback Thursday. You can do it on Tuesday and Thursday. You can even do it on Sunday, because a lot of times people feel crappy at the end of the weekend and they're ready to start something on Monday. So think about those days too when you're posting transformations and trying to get people to join your challenge groups. Make sure you utilize those days. So this is something else I've been trying lately, and I find that I get more likes on my posts when I do this. So I just tag other Instagram accounts that are like, see, these are the ones that I tagged, like transformation page, girls that work out, body transformation, beach body, I don't know what that says, I can't see, like just random ones like that. And sometimes they'll message you and ask if you want to pay to be featured on their page. I've done that once. I don't know if it really helped at all, but I think people do look at, you can see who has tagged that page in pictures, and you can see all these people. And I think people do go through them, because I don't know, but whenever I do this, I get more likes. So I don't really know all the technology behind Instagram, but I'm just telling you what works, and this is what happens. So just do it. So yeah, you can even tag Beachbody Instagram. You can tag Shakeology, Fit Mom Instagrams. And you can even try and reach out to people, and for like Woman Crush Wednesday, maybe you guys could share each other. If say your friend does like another MLM maybe, or maybe even if your friend is in something completely different, but she's a really good friend and you're both trying to build your Instagrams just to get more people. You kind of have to think about that too. You want to be strategic, and obviously you're not going to go to a Herbalife person or something like that and ask for a shout out, but just kind of think about it. If you have anyone that has a big Instagram, see if they could shout you out, because that always helps you get more followers. Number 7, make sure to utilize your profile. So this is kind of like a first impression. So they're going to see what your Instagram is going to be about, right? So my profile picture is me flexing so that they know this is like a fitness account. And I talk about being an online fitness coach. Don't put Beachbody in the title, because a lot of people have preconceived notions about Beachbody. You need to let them follow you and try and figure out what you're doing. And then hopefully they'll just enjoy you and they'll start to like you. And then whatever you have to offer, that's when they're going to sign up with you. But if they hear Beachbody right off the bat, they might already think in their head like, oh, I don't want to do that. And it's unfortunate that people think like that. So that's just a big tip though. So you don't have people think that and then automatically run the other way. And then, yeah, I say stuff about pharmacy. I try and attract like other pharmacists or nurses, because I know a lot of people work a lot and they would rather do what I do. So I kind of try and tell my story about that too. And that I was an athlete. I try and attract like ex-college athletes, and that I'm married and I have a dog. So that's what you're going to see on my page, right? Also, make sure, see where it has that link for Workout with Virginia. That's your website. And before, I think I just had like my Facebook page or something, but I highly encourage you guys to put your WUFA form or a Google Doc form for either your coach application or your challenge group application. And if you guys haven't made one of those, oh my gosh, make one. It's going to save your life, and it's so much easier because they're going to fill this out. You're going to know if they're from a different country, they can't even do it. Or if they're from Canada or US, then right away you know which link you're going to send eventually, and you can ask them some questions there if they already have a coach. Like all of that legwork when you're messaging people back and forth, that legwork is taken care of, so you can just dive right in. Like, thanks so much for replying to my application. I'm so excited for you to join us. I'm so excited you want to lose 20 pounds. We can definitely help you do that. And then, you know, you can go right into it and you already have this idea about them and you already have information about them. All right, so how do you use that link and how do you get people to actually click it and fill it out? This is how. You want to make call to action posts, and you may have heard about this a little bit on Facebook, but on Instagram, you want to keep it short and sweet because people are not going to read some long post. So like this is an example of one of mine, super short and sweet, right? And it was with a transformation picture. And you guys can totally use this. I'm pretty sure I got this one from like Amy Silverman. I changed it a little bit, but it's basically like the same thing that she put. So I put, it's you versus you. I'm looking for 10 motivated women to join in my next challenge, online challenge group. And then I break down what's included. Make sure to say US and Canada only. Now I'm saying US, Canada, and UK just so I can build, and well, because I think that's where we're going. I'm pretty sure that's where we're going this year. So at least you can start getting some contacts because there is a lot of people from the UK on Instagram that I've found. And then you say, fill out the application in my bio to apply. And, you know, right off the bat, I had 0 people filling it out, but it's kind of hit and miss. I'm not going to lie, but sometimes you may just have a really great post and then you'll have a couple people fill it out. And same with the coaching. Sometimes I don't have anyone. Sometimes I have 10. Like, you just have to be consistent, keep trying new things, trying different write-ups and stuff like that. Like, I'm no expert by any means, but this last month, like most of my challengers came from Instagram. So I'm really trying to dive into it. Yep, so I covered all the points with this one too. All right, so number 9, I'm going to talk about Instagress. So if you guys haven't heard of this, it's a program you can use that basically works your Instagram for you. I've been using it for, I think like 6 months now, and I really like it. I had paid a guy before to work my Instagram for me, and it was pretty good. I got more followers, and I wish I would have tracked it a little bit more. I don't know how many challengers I got from him helping me get more followers and commenting on other people's stuff. But I'll just say he was way more expensive than this, so I stopped using him and I just started using this Instagress. So basically you put in your hashtags that this Instagram will comment on. So mine are really specific, like pharmacy student, Pipple mom, dog mom, like I forget all the ones that I have, but there's certain hashtags, and then this will comment on it, and you pick the comments that it's going to say. So they're super generic, like awesome, way to go, the heart, like super simple stuff. And there is a training YouTube video by Anita Myron. So just type that into Google. She walks you through it, how to set it up. But it's worked really well. If you want to try it out for 30 days, it's $10. And I think I got the 181 for 45. So it's pretty cheap, but a good way to like work your Instagram if you're super busy at work and you just want to really grow your Instagram, this is a good program to use. All right, questions. And like I said before, I'm not a pro. This is just what's been working for me. And I think it will help when we go international. I feel like people in other countries really use Instagram as well, and it's definitely a really popular platform. All right, question. Let me dive in.
I think there's some in the chat if you want to do those first.
There we go. Okay. Try to scroll up. Okay. Do you post to IG separately? Yeah, don't link them. That's another tip I should have added here. Yeah, when you post to Instagram, just copy it and then post it separately on Facebook. Because I find when you link it, I don't think Facebook shows it as much. Because I know my husband does that, and I'm like, stop doing it. Because people don't see his Instagram ones, or he'll get way less viewership and interaction on his pictures. So yeah, definitely just copy it, put it on Instagram, copy it, and then put it on Facebook. Can you have more than one Instagram? Yes, you can. I actually just made one for my dog because I feel like dog accounts get a lot of views and likes, so I'm trying that out as well. Ooh, good for you, Kelly. I wish I had some family in the UK. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely put it just towards fitness. If you're just starting out, you could totally do that. But if you already have like an Instagram and you've already been kind of posting on there and you already have followers, I would just continue using it. Everyone has different opinions, though. I like to just share my whole life because then I feel like I'm going to find more people like me because then they'll know all aspects. Whereas if it's just fitness, it's like you may not find people that are more so like you. You might find people that want to take their fitness to the next level. It's hard to say.
So I have a question that has like a couple parts to it. First, do you post the same things on Instagram that you post then on Facebook?
Pretty much. Unless it's like a not so good picture, then I won't post it on Instagram and I might post it on Facebook.
Okay.
And then obviously like live videos, you can't really post on Instagram unless you save it, but your videos can only be a minute. So that's one thing that Facebook has way more live videos. But I go on the Instagram stories and I'll tell them that I'm going live on my Facebook. So if they want to watch it, I don't know how many people do, but at least I tell them to go watch it.
So then that's kind of my next question is, what do you do when somebody comments on your Instagram? Like, do you try to get them to Facebook or do you just comment back and forth with them through Instagram? Because I need to work on that. I have a hard time on my phone.
Yeah, no, that's a good question because that's how I felt too. I've just been getting them to put their email. So I've been working, then I take it to email and I just message them through email.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't like, on Instagram, I don't like talking because you can only use so many characters and then I'm like, oh, this is annoying. And it's just like another box to check, right? You already have your Facebook, you already have like some emails. So yeah, I just put it to email. So now I just have email and Facebook messages.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that Instagram, I mean, I guess it has algorithms like Facebook does. So if it's a really good picture, it likes it more, it gets more views. I didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's what I've found. Any of my like professional pictures that I post get way more likes, and it's because I mean, it's a better photo, so you're going to get more likes automatically, but then it pops up into other people's because they have kind of like a Facebook scroll, other people you may know, so
Right.
then you can see it too. And then I also tag, like for wedding pictures, I tag like wedding vendors and stuff and like try and get shout outs. My dog has got shout outs, so I've got some followers from that. I try and tag like a lot of Pitbull Instagrams, and my dog got like 5,000 likes on a thing. I'm like, what? My dog gets way more likes than I do. But I got like a lot of my coaches have pit bulls, so I know that it's working because I'm getting, people to follow me that also have pit bulls.
Right. So then you take it to email, and then that's where you're getting a lot of your new challengers.
Yeah, after Instagram, then I take it to email, and in my challenger application, I have a thing that says Instagram, like your Instagram name, so that I know where to go back to them, because this can get tricky too because people have weird names on Instagram sometimes.
Right.
So I make them put their name and then their Instagram name and then their link for their Facebook, even though some people get confused, they don't know how to do that, but most of the times, sometimes they do, so then I'll add them as a friend right away on Facebook too.
Major breakdown outside the door. Okay. Okay, so then my other question, sorry, is the 30 hashtags. Do you like interchange some of them depending on the picture you're posting, or are the majority of them the same always?
Yeah, I switch them up a little bit, but for the most part, like you'll see about 10 or 15 are always the same. I put like meal prep, meal plan are always on there. Fitness journey is always on there. Transformation Tuesday, like those ones I feel like are good. So I put those ones in all of them.
Okay.
And I put like just keep pushing because that's our team name. So I put that one on all of them.
Awesome. What other questions do you guys have? Susie's a big Instagrammer. Do you have anything else, girlfriend? Also an Amy Silverman follower.
Yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from her too. But it's interesting, like don't feel like you have to be like anyone, because Brittany Powers and Amy Silverman's Instagrams are complete opposite. Brittany Powers has like bright fonts and like all this crazy stuff, and she has a ton of followers and a ton of interaction too. And then Amy Silverman's photos are all like amazing, and she has a ton of views too. So don't feel like you have to be amazing photographer or amazing at anything. Like I feel like consistency is the biggest thing.
Right. Awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you say that you get the majority of your followers from Instagram, do you then do challenge groups on Facebook, or do you use the challenge tracker app?
Yeah, I use both right now, which is a lot of work, but I'm like torn because I have a lot of people that really like the challenge tracker app, but then I have a lot of people that really like the Facebook app too. But
Okay.
it is good to do both because I've had a couple people on Instagram not have Facebook, so then it is nice to have both. But I only put my posts in the Facebook group. And then in the challenge tracker app, that's just where they can track their stuff. I'll put some stuff like, hey, happy Monday, like let's kill it, like just little stuff. But I put like the big posts in my Facebook.
You have the same people in both. You have the same people in both then?
Yeah, well, in my Facebook group, I tell them like to leave
Track
their
it.
email, so most of them are in there. And then obviously if they don't have Facebook, they're definitely in there. That's the people that I definitely put in there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I've talked to a lot of people about that too. It's kind of tough.
No, I like that idea because I did a challenge tracker on the app, and everyone really liked logging in their workouts and their Shakeology every day, but they said they liked the content flow better in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
So
I think it's harder.
you like in on the Facebook group, but it doesn't work the same, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I found too. And I did that 1 month where I posted everything in both, but it was a lot of work on my end too because you have to be on your computer to post, I'm pretty sure, in the My Challenge Tracker app, unless I'm missing something. But I was always on my computer, so I always had to get up, get on my computer. Whereas most days I'm laying on my bed and I'm like posting my challenge group things. So, yeah,
Oh, thanks.
no problem.
Awesome. What else? Does anybody else have anything? No? Well, thank you so much. That was really awesome. I have like 4 pages of notes. I'm like, I feel old. I don't even know how to do Instagram. My sister, I have a 16-year-old sister that's just like constantly, she's like, did you double post today? Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, triple, girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
It is too funny. So are you ever going to do anything with your pharmacy degree, or are you just going to do Beachbody all the way?
I have to pass my test still, so
Okay.
I took one and I failed by 1 point, so then that kind of broke my heart. And then I was like, oh, but Beachbody's doing so well, so just F it. But
Yeah, no pressure.
yeah, I'll take it eventually, but I can't. I might do it part-time just to say I did it, but
Right. That's
and then
awesome.
all of my friends who graduated, they all like hate me. They're like you, all you do is like you're at home all the time, working out, traveling. So you have a pharmacist friend.
Thank you so much. Have so much fun in Punta Cana. I know you're going on the wave before us.
Yes.
So I can't wait to see your pictures. I'll check
I
in.
know that's why I had to go first. I didn't want to see other people's pictures.
I know. All right. Well, have so much fun. Last call for questions. Anybody have anything about Instagram or anything?
I had a question really quickly.
Sure, Nikki.
It's about because somebody asked earlier, do you make an extra Instagram account for fitness? And you were saying no, if you really want to like bring your tribe in, like you were saying you're a dog mom and you're a pit bull mom. I'm a Boston Terrier mom, so like I'm right, and I always put like my team name in there and stuff like that. But when it comes to you seeing all these people on Instagram that have like whatever their name is, and now they've just like added fitness to the end of that Instagram name, like, or do you know what I mean? Like, does that change their account? Does that change who sees them? Does that change, like, do you know what I mean?
Like at the top when you're in
Yeah.
your bio. I mean, the bio won't really change.
No, not like their actual name. Like when you go to look them up.
Oh, if you change your name to something fitness?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, personally, I just kept mine as my name so that people on Facebook could find me, so it was easy.
I think wondering if you knew. Thanks.
Yeah, I just think it's easier to keep it as your name, because sometimes it is hard for people to find you. Like even I know myself, like if I'm just looking for a person, and you can't find their Instagram name because it's some weird name. So I recommend putting your own name just so it's easier for them.
And a lot of people, if you're married, they put their maiden name in there too, so that people can find you. Can we take a picture real quick? Everybody smile. All right, hold on. I got to do the second page because there's 2 pages. Okay, smile again. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right, anybody else?
Dude, thank you so much. You rocked that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, have a great week. Hit Success Club early and more. Let's do it. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for doing it.